So civil rights movement. Civil rights movement started in the mid 1950s up until the 1960s. The late 60s. The civil rights movement was supposed to change America because white people did not like black people in the 1950s and 60s. Martin Luther King wanted to change the world. He wanted to get white people to see black people as humans and not as animals. Because in the 1950s and 60s, black people were getting water holes. They were getting bitten by, oh my God, abused, slapped around, thrown in jail, killed, lynched, hanged in the 1950s and 60s, which wasn't really that long ago. We're talking about 50 to 60 years ago. Not that long ago that black people was going through all this stuff, and that's sad. It wasn't even that long ago that black people was going through that, but they were getting harassed, humiliated. Black women were being mistreated. Black people were trying to eat with white people. They would get thrown out. Nonviolent means that black people take the abuse from white people. That you do not get angry. It's kind of like Gandhi. Um, Martin Luther King was a big fan of Gandhi. Gandhi was mild mannered, never got mad. Was an Islam man. He never got mad. He kept his anger. Even though in the inside he was very angry and raged and wanted to fight, he hit self control. Self control is something that most black people don't have because black people have a lot of black people we can tend to get angry and sassy and quit get into fights too. So nonviolent, Martin Luther King trained a lot of black people, not to get violent with white people. If they spit in your face, if they slap you, if they push you, they call you names, they call you the N word, you do not get mad at them, you do not fight them. Keep your calm, self control. And I wish black people nowadays would have that because a lot of black people, especially black men, don't have self control. A lot of black men are right now in prison because they don't have self control. But civil rights movement was supposed to change the way white people view black people. Because it was just horrible the way they treated us. Getting water holes, getting bit by animals, by a dog, getting thrown in jail for no reason, just because you want to be, just for trying to talk to white people. They had no black people allowed in movies, restaurants, water fountains. They had coloreds and white people only. And it was a divided country in the 1960s. It was humiliation. It was abuse. A black man couldn't look at a white woman. If he looked at a white woman in the 1950s and 60s, he'd get killed. So it was horrible. Civil rights movement. You know, I I wouldn't risk my life just to do that. I don't think I would be marching with Martin Luther King if I was born in 1950s and 60s, and if I had to march with him. I know I wouldn't do it. Um, but I think Martin Luther King did lose the civil rights movement when Black Panthers. They were because the Black Panthers were more violent. They were angry, more aggressive, and more. They were ready to tackle. They were ready to fight. And but anyway, I think Martin Luther King did try to change the world. He did a good job because if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, we wouldn't have black people and white people wouldn't be friends today. I have a lot of white friends now because of Martin Luther King. If he didn't do the protesting and marches and facing the humiliation, criticism and rejection, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have white friends, and I wouldn't be able to, hey, Mr. J here, peace.